Okay then, this is the video I've been waiting to make, but I think don't think I can make it too late because I'll be away uh, during the time that other people will be making a video like this, but I'm making mine now just to tell you what I think about this game and how Georgia's got to get ready, okay? So it's Georgia and Michigan in the Orange Bowl. At what stadium is it at? Hold on, let me see this stadium. It is at Hard Rock Stadium. So that's where the national championship was played last season between Ohio State and Alabama. But this year, the national championship will be in Indianapolis, which is the location Georgia wants to be at, to face either Alabama or Cincinnati if they beat Michigan. But regardless, but right now I'm focused on the Michigan Wolverines. All right, if we can beat Michigan, we're going to Indianapolis. If we can't beat them, we're going back home to Athens. Those two. I mean, Stetson was not to blame for the loss against Alabama. Our defensive backs weren't doing their job. Alabama was able to create space. You know, they were completing tons and tons of passes, especially Jameson Williams created a lot of space. Our best player that game was definitely Brock Bowers. Without a doubt, Brock Bowers was the best player in that game for Georgia. That's confirmed. Brock Bowers was the best player for us that game. And our defensive line, I don't know what the heck they were doing that game, but they couldn't. I mean, it's not their. I mean, they just couldn't get. It's not their fault. They weren't doing anything wrong. They were trying to get to Bryce, but they couldn't because Alabama's offensive line had a great plan, and they stuck to it, and it paid off. And that's how they protected Bryce Young, and that's when he was able to throw a lot of completions, throw for. I gotta get the stats in. I think he threw for three touchdowns. Well, started Stetson, but Stetson actually threw 2 interceptions. In fact, one of them being a pick six. The first interception that he threw was very close to Bama's end zone, and we were very close, but I think Bowers tried to haul one in, but he couldn't. Anyway, yeah, that's how it went. Michigan, alright. Michigan is a good team. I mean, you got Colin McNamara, who's done really well this season for them. Hassan Haskins has done really well for Michigan as well. I think he's done really well. Who else? Aiden Hutchinson. We gotta watch out for Aiden Hutchinson. He's good. Aiden Hutchinson is really good. We gotta watch out for Aiden Hutchinson. Basically, what has to be done is our defensive line has got to be focused and has got to go after McNamara, get through the O-line, go after McNamara, and just sack him. Do whatever you can to him. That's all you guys got to do. Defensive backs, you've got to be ready. You've got to be ready, okay? You better do your job this time. If you don't do your job this time, it will hurt you, okay? It will hurt you more than it did in Atlanta, okay? You better do it. You better do your jobs. If you don't, then you guys are not gonna like what's gonna happen, okay? You better be ready. Gotta be ready. That's just simple. You gotta be ready. Anyway, Stetson, yeah, O-line gotta protect, and got to protect Stetson. You've got to protect Stetson. That's what you gotta do. Okay? That is what you have to do. If you don't, then he's not gonna throw for many completions and not gonna throw for many touchdowns. Okay? I mean, you protected him pretty well last game. He threw for 3 touchdowns. So you gotta do that against Michigan. You've got to. If you don't, we're screwed. And then that's when the defense will have to step in, alright? You got to be ready. Alright? That's just basically it, alright? I just found out JT Daniels tested positive for the virus. And that's just really bad for us, because him testing positive for the virus is like, that's not good. Because we're gonna need him if they decide to put Stetson on the bench. And if he's not there, then who are we gonna put in? It's bad, really bad. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Go Dogs and beat the Wolverines.